is a fundamental law of life, and nothing changes until you change your energy. This is not just a philosophy, it is presented as a universal principle, as consistent and inevitable as gravity itself. Today, I'll open the door to this deeper truth and explore how your thought, emotions, and especially your energy are said to shape your reality. As often attributed to psychologist Carl Jung, a person can be seen as a reflection of their own psyche. If the external world is not changing, the problem may not be out there, but within your inner world, within your thoughts, your emotional patterns, and your energetic state. This message invites you to explore how inner transformation might lead to outer change. If you are ready for this journey, the idea continues in the same motivational framing. Becoming aware is the first step toward transformation. Step 1 in your thoughts. Every day, we have thousands of thoughts. However, most of them flow automatically, beneath conscious awareness, like a kind of mental autopilot. This is where things become interesting. Let's take a simple example. You wake up in the morning and look out the window. It's raining. If your immediate thought is, "Oh no, rain again. My whole day is ruined. My mood always drops in weather like this." That thought triggers a chemical and emotional response in your brain, almost instantly. You may feel irritation, sadness, or low motivation. Your emotional state shifts because of the interpretation of the event, not the event itself. Now, imagine the same rainy morning with a different. How beautiful, the earth is being refreshed. Maybe I can stay home, read a book, and spend quality time with myself today. This thought creates a completely different emotional response: calmness, peace, maybe even gratitude or anticipation. The external situation is identical, the weather did not change, but your interpretation, the meaning you assigned to it, completely changed your emotional experience. This is the core idea: your thoughts shape your emotional world. Carl Jung emphasized that the human psyche is in constant internal dialogue, and that this inner dialogue plays a major role in shaping emotional reactions and behaviors. In other words, your thoughts are not neutral. They are the first building blocks of your emotional reality. Many of these thoughts are automatic, shaped by childhood experiences, fears, and learned expectations. The key is becoming aware of them and noticing not just what you think those thoughts made you. Your thoughts are like a compass, and at any moment, you can begin to recalibrate that compass. Step 2. Emotions and energy. If thoughts create emotions, then what do emotions? Emotions act like fuel. They determine your energy state. Think of a moment when you felt extremely happy, excited, or inspired. Your body feels lighter. There is a sense of expansion, vitality, and flow. It feels almost as if you could do anything. This is what can be described as high-energy emotion. Now think of a moment of anger, disappointment, fear, or deep sadness. Your body tightens. You feel heaviness, fatigue, and withdrawal. Your motivation drops. This is low-energy emotion. In this way, emotions influence the vibration or energetic quality of your body and mind. Carl Jung used the concept of psychic energy libido not only in a sexual sense, but as a broader life force, psychological energy that drives motivation, behavior, and even health. When you are consistently in negative emotional states, this low energy condition can drain both mind and body. When your energy is low, you also tend to perceive and interact with the world in a more limited and negative. Your emotional state becomes your energetic signal to the world and also to yourself. Step 3. Energy and reality. This is where the idea becomes more expansive. If thoughts create emotion and emotions create energy, Then what does energy? According to this perspective, your energy shapes your experience of reality. It influences the kinds of people you meet, the opportunities you notice, and the events you tend to experience. The idea is often expressed like this: you attract what matches your energetic state. If your energy is high, hopeful, loving, motivated, and open, you tend to notice opportunities more easily. You may connect with more positive people. Solutions appear more accessible. Life feels more aligned. If your energy is low, fearful, resentful, constantly complaining, you tend to notice more problems, conflicts, and obstacles. You may repeatedly encounter similar negative patterns in relationships or situations. It may sound mystical at first, but it can also be understood in practical psychological terms. Your perception, behavior, decisions, and attention shape the reality you experience. Carl Jung's idea of the shadow, the unconscious parts of ourselves that we reject or suppress, also plays into this. When unrecognized emotions accumulate, they can distort perception and influence behavior in subtle but powerful ways. What we do not face internally often shows up externally as repeated patterns. The inner world and transformation. From this perspective, your inner world is the foundation of your outer lie. Changing external circumstances without changing internal patterns leads to temporary or limited results. Real transformation begins inwardly. Jung's concept of individuation, the process of becoming aware of and integrating different parts of the psyche, aligns closely with this idea. Growth requires awareness of both light and shadow aspects of the self. As Jung suggested, in various ways, ignoring the unconscious does not remove it, it only allows it to influence life indirectly. Therefore, inner awareness becomes essential. How do you apply this in practice? The clear question becomes, how do you actually change your energy? The answer begins with awareness. Start observing. What am I thinking right now? How does this thought make me feel? What kind of energy is present in my body right now? This simple practice interrupts automatic mental patterns. Next comes conscious choice. You may not immediately replace every negative thought with a positive one. You can become aware of it and question, is there another way to see this situation? Is this thought helping or draining me? Even this small shift creates space between you and your automatic reactions. Over time, this space allows new emotional responses to develop, and gradually, your emotional patterns and therefore your energetic state begin to shift. Final insight. Everything begins internally. Your thoughts are seeds. Your emotions are the energy that grows from those seeds. Your energy becomes the field through which you experience life. And life, in turn, reflects this inner state back to you in various forms. So the question becomes, what are you thinking today? How are those thoughts making you feel? What kind of energy are you carrying into your day? If your current reality does not reflect what you want, then the first place to look is not outside, but inside. Because according to this perspective, you change your energy and everything begins to change.